Hello friends, welcome. We are in the making of a Squid game jump rope game in Scratch, and we are in the part 2 currently, and in the last part we made our player character jump. Yeah, we made the jump mechanism. If we just try to jump, it jumps like this. And today we are going to make our rope character, or the rope sprite, or the obstacle sprite that will move around in a circular path. So let's start. First of all, let's make our own obstacle or the rope sprite. For that, we go to choose a sprite option and we just click on the paint, and here we will create our costume rope or the obstacle. So first of all, let's select our color. I'd like to choose our yellow color, and let's choose a brush, and let's make our brush size how much, 40. Okay, now let me make my rope. Okay, and let me choose another color. Which color I want? Is the brown color? Where can I find brown color? Here nowhere. Brown color. Okay, I see a brown. Okay, this color in the middle. Like this. Okay, now let me just use the eraser tool and let me remove some parts of the rope or the obstacle. Okay, this obstacle looks good, and let me just rename this sprite as rope. So this will be our rope, and it will just move around circular path. Let's go back to the code tab, and here let's go to the events menu and drag a when green flag, click block. Next we are going to go to motions and go to XY block here, and we are going to place this rope first in the center. So give a value 0 and 0 in the action Y. Yeah, if we click on the green flag, so this will be the center position where the rope is going to reside at the first. And next let's move this rope in a circular path. So to move this rope in a circular path, we might need a variables. We might need some kind of variables. So let's go variables, and let's make a variable called angle. Next let's make another variable called rope speed, and let's make another variable called rope speed change value. Okay, now we have made all the variables we want to make our rope go in a circular path. Let's set all the variables here. First of all, let's drag a set angle, and we will set it to 0. Next drag another set variable block, and this time we are going to select rope speed, and the rope speed will be 9 at first. Next let's drag another set variable block, and this time we are going to set the rope speed change value, and we will set it to 2. And now let's drag a forever loop. Go to the control menu, and let's drag a forever loop, and inside this forever loop we are going to go to XY block. So let's go to the motions menu and drag a go to XY block, and inside here action Y we are going to use a formula for creating a circle. So let's go to the operators menu and let's drag two multiplication operators, and let's go downwards here and let me drag this operator where there is an absolute value right now, and let me select from here the sine and the cos. And now let's go to the variables menu and drag an angle variable inside the sine variable, sine operator, and drag another angle variable inside the cos operator like this, sine angle and cos angle. And next let's drag this sine operator inside the multiplication operator and this cos angle operator inside the multiplication operator like this. And next here we put the radius of the circle. Yeah, so how big the circle you want to make. So I want to make 130, so the radius of the circle will be 130, and here's 130, and that's how we create a circle. Now let's drag this sine operator inside this go to XY block inside the X part, and this cos operator inside this Y part like this. And next what do we want to do? Next let's grab a change angle block here below the go to XY block operator, and we are going to change the angle by the rope speed. Okay, so let's drag a rope speed variable and let's place it inside the change the angle variable like this. So we are going to change the angle by rope speed in every loop. And next what do we want to do? So let's go to control block and let's drag a wet block here below the change angle block, and we are going to change weight 0.01 seconds every time our inside this variable loop. So let's see if it follows the circular path or not. Let's click in the green flag, and is it following the circular path? Yes, absolutely. And next let's give it a little bit twist here. Yeah, let's go to looks menu, not looks menu, control motions menu, and let's go downwards, and there is something here tone 15-degree block. Let's drag this one above the weight block like this, and let's see what happens. Click on the green flag, and it's also turning, yeah, its own axis, and it's also moving in the circular path. And next we want to make our game challenging. So if the speed is like this, yeah, same speed, then it's not much challenging. So let's increase the speed every time. So for that, let's go to the events menu, drag a when green flag click block, and next let's go to control menu and drag a forever loop, and let's go to control menu and drag a wait block first, and we are going to wait 5 seconds, and every 5 seconds we are going to change the speed of the rope. So to change the speed, we go to variable menu and drag a change variable block inside the forever loop like this, and let's select rope speed, and we are going to change the rope speed by the variable called rope speed change value, and its value is 2. Now every 5 seconds our rope speed will be changing its value by 2. Yeah, so it will increase by, first of all it's 9, then it will increase to 11, 13 like this. Let's see. clicking the green flag, and every 5 seconds if you look at this value it will change. Look, it's 11, yeah, and it's moving really fast. And 13, yeah, next 15, like this. It will continue changing its value, and it will increase the speed of the circular motion of this rope. Next, let's detect if the rope touches this our player character or not. Yeah, so to do that, let's go to the sprite 1, our player character, and here let me just duplicate this if statement, duplicate it, and here we are going to replace this when space key pressed block, and instead of that we are going to go to sensing menu and drag our touching mouse pointer block inside here. And first of all we are going to check if it's touching the rope or not. Yeah, so if this sprite is touching this rope, and also if it is touching the ground, then it's game over, because the rope has touched the sprite or our player character. That means game over. So let me just drag these two blocks out, and next let's go to the events menu and drag a broadcast block like this, and select the message, new message, and we are going to broadcast game over. Yeah, over. Click OK, and let's drag this if block inside the forever loop like this. Save it. Now if this rope touches this cat or the player while it's in the ground, then it's going to broadcast game over. And if it's game over, then let's go to the rope, and here we are going to drag when I receive a game over message, yeah, from the events menu. And when we receive a game over message, here we are going to stop this rope. Yeah, to stop the rope, let's go to control menu, go downwards, and there is a stop all block, and instead of stopping everything, we are going to select other scripts in sprite, so it will stop these two scripts that will make it go in circular motion. If it stops, then it will also stop. And next let's go to sprite 1 again, the player sprite, and in here we are going to say game over also. So if we broadcast game over here, so we do the same thing, go to events menu and drag a when I receive a game over block, and when we receive a game over message here, and now we go to the looks menu and drag a say block and just say game over for now, game over. And so let's try it out now. Click on the green flag. Okay, it touched and it says game over. Yeah, the rope has also stopped. Let's try one more time. So the rope speed is 9, 11. Oh, it touched and it's game over. And that's how we make the rope go in circular motion, and if it touches the player, it's game over. And thank you guys for watching this video, and in the next part we will handle how we do the game over like you have seen in the intro. Yeah, we are going to make that kind of animation if it's a game over. So thank you guys for watching. If you like this video, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe my channel, and I'll see you in the part 3.